guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Petra, if you haven't been here before. And for those of you who have followed me for a while now, I'm so sorry that it has been so long that I have not been on here once again. I feel like I apologize for this quite often now. So anyway, I'm finally back in the States. I'm actually at my sister's house because she has some better lighting here, and I have been so lazy at getting my lights out and all this. I honestly haven't filmed a video since I was back in Spain, and you guys probably saw the ones that I put out with Madrid and Segovia. Those were my latest ones, but now I am here to update you on what has been going on in my life and what's the new thing happening, because you know my life, always doing something new. So I have some exciting things to tell you, and while I do that, I'm going to do a little makeup as we go, just so you know, you have something to look at. Although last time I tried that, I wasn't the best at it, so we'll see how I go this time trying to get the makeup part done along with talking at the same time. So anyways, I'm gonna quit blabbing and let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, you guys, so I zoomed you in a little bit so you can see kind of my, my makeup enough, but I wanted to stay out enough so I can, talk to you guys at the same time with you not just looking at my close-up eyeball or something like that. So anyways, I am going to use, you guys are gonna laugh when I show you what I'm gonna use today, but I'm going to use the old school Subculture palette that Anastasia came out with that everyone hated. Like, it was terrible. Like, people really didn't like this palette when it came out, and it's sad because I really do. I mean, I haven't used it a ton, but I really like the color story in it, and I don't know, it has a lot of great fall warm tones, and that's what I'm gonna use today in creating the look. It's gonna be a fall look as I, try to talk to you guys about what the heck's been going on in my life. So, all right, so I'm gonna go in with this MAC brush, and I don't even know which one it is, but it's just kind of this like little shadow brush, and gonna start off going into the shade called Dawn. It's this one right here, and it's okay, and everything is primed and ready, and I am just going to go in with this because it's a good like transition kind of shade. So hopefully I can be done with this makeup look, or hopefully the timing's right. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, okay, so what has been going on in the life of Petra? So once I got back from Spain, I have been staying out at the good old, I call it the farmstead because it's where I grew up, and it's out here with my parents, and then my sister actually, her and her husband, they, this is a kind of a long story, but I'll just tell you, they tore down my dad's old house because he grew up on the property out here and built themselves a new one. So that's where I'm at. This is the house I'm at now. And our farm area is like, we lease the land to Christmas trees, and so we used to raise beef cattle, but yeah, we're doing Christmas tree leasing now. It's a lot easier. We don't have to do all the work, so it makes it nice. So I got back and then just have been kind of trying to figure out what the next plan is. I definitely want to go back to Spain. I'm going to try and maybe apply for the program again this next year. Unfortunately, I did not get a new contract to renew. And for those of you who knew why I was in Spain, I was teaching English over there, or an assistant English program there, and was working in elementary schools. So I had reapplied, didn't get in, and then that's why I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go home. I hadn't been home in like 2 years because of the pandemic and everything, and I hadn't seen my family, so I was like, you know what, just go home. So that's what I decided to do, was just to go home. Okay, next I'm gonna go into this Fudge shade. Actually, no, I'm gonna go into this Untamed shade, which is like this mustard yellow color. And now remember these shadows, I mean, if you even still have this palette or like this palette at all, they are pigments. They're not, they're not regular kind of blendable shades. They're a little more difficult to deal with. So if you do have this palette, keep that in mind. So I'm going to go into the crease here with that a little bit, just to kind of have some nice yellowy, warmish tones. So I just decided, okay, well, it just wasn't meant to be for me to get into the program this last year. So I would be there. I'd be back in Spain now if I had got a contract this year. But so many people applied, it made it difficult. So I'm here. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I've mentioned before in my YouTube videos that I really have wanted to get back into health coaching. I used to be a health coach years ago, and I'm still technically a fitness instructor too. I have been keeping my my group fitness up because I don't want to lose that. You have to like take a test all over again, blah, blah, blah. So I still have those credentials, and I have really wanted to just do something with it. Like I have not, you know, it's like I did it years ago, like back in like 2012, and then ended up having to get a corporate job. And then life happened and I just didn't continue with it. And now I was like, okay, well, maybe I just need to like hire a mentor to help me, to keep me on track, to actually get me going with this that I want to do. So that is what I've been working on now since I've been home, and it's been really kind of busy, and I'm, you know, as we all are, busy with all the things we have going on. So I'm actually working with a mentor who's from Germany, who I absolutely love. You can look her up on Instagram if you want. Her main account is at about.the.good.life. And so basically at about the good life. And she is a mentor for holistic coaching and business mentoring. And I just felt like I really resonated with her, so I decided to sign up. And it's been really good. I'm probably like, I think I only have like 4 sessions left, but I signed up for a 12-week program with her. And we have been kind of like working on me building my health coaching. So health coaching, that was the other thing I wanted to mention. Like, what is a health coach? What is a wellness coach? A lot of people don't really know what it is. And I wanted to kind of take some time to explain a little bit what it is, because people don't know, and they like are like, is it a nutritionist? Is it a therapist? And it's kind of like, there's this phrase, not a sage on the stage, but a guide on the side. So it's basically not a person like telling you what to do, or, you know, giving you a meal plan, or like very like strict meal planning, things like that, or telling you, you know, what physical activities you need to do and whatever. It's not like a personal trainer or anything like that. It's someone who is there to help you look at health in like a holistic way. Like maybe they motivate you for your goals, or they encourage you to change up some things in your life, but they're not telling you what to do. They give you the tools to do what you want to do in life, but they're not prescribing or telling you or giving advice. Once again, I'm not doing my makeup, so here we go. I'm gonna go into Rowdy now, this darker brown. Put that kind of in the corner here, I think, and I'm using a Linda Hallberg 304 brush now. So yeah, so it's someone who's like kind of like there helping you like improve stress, or like holding you accountable for the things that you want to do. It's like they're not just giving you all the answers. It's kind of like it's guiding you to make you hold yourself accountable. You know, it's like you have somebody there kind of holding you accountable, but teaching you to take responsibility for yourself. So that's kind of the, you know, a quick definition of it. You can look up wellness coach a lot. I got my certification through IIN, Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which is based in New York. And it's funny because I just kind of put it away for a while and then stopped. It's like I got really into it there for a while, and then it was like I hadn't really pushed myself through the more difficult parts to get it going, because it is difficult. It's difficult growing a business. And so I didn't do that. And then I just kind of went back to the corporate world and got a job doing something corporate. And that's where my life went for the next like Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear this kitty down here. It's my sister's cat. He's meowing at me. Oh my gosh, his name is Turtle, and he is like this funny little sweet kitty, but he must have heard me talking and he's trying to crawl in my lap now. Here, maybe I'll show him to you. Come here, Turtle. Oh no, and he's not a cat that really likes to be picked up. He doesn't like to be picked up very much, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. He's just talking to me, so if you hear him meowing in the background, that's him. Anyway, so gosh, wow, I'm still so difficult for me to do this whole makeup and talking at the same time thing. Sorry, I had to interrupt because the cat kind of was distracting me, and now I kind of lost my train of thought. So anyways, I moved the camera lens. I think it was kind of in a weird, I felt like it was in kind of a weird position, but anyway, so yes. Now I am back wanting to do this again and working with a mentor to kind of be my guide on the side and helping me get it going. And so I have started, and I've started coaching some clients already, and I'm really interested in doing maybe coaching for multi-passionate people, because that's what I am. I've found out to not be ashamed of me and my multi-passions. I mean, I love makeup, I love doing this, I like doing traveling and going to other countries, I like playing the piano, I like running, I do all these different things. And you know, it's like that phrase, like jack of all trades, master of none. Because I mean, even though I like doing all these things, I mean, I don't have like one specific thing. So if you're that same kind of person, let me know. Tell me in the comments below if you're one of those people that is multi-passionate, has all sorts of things, feel like you can't stay stuck on one thing for your whole life. It's kind of like where I'm at, and that was one of the reasons why I also started working with Neela, who was my mentor, because it was hard to do this and try and figure out, well, how am I going to do this when I am, you know, multi-passionate and I can't choose a niche. And she's really, you know, worked with me and telling me, like, I don't have to do that. Like, I can do all the things. And there's other people out there, like I think even Marie Forleo, I think, yeah, she's like a multi-passionate person. I know she talks about this stuff all the time. Anyway, so I'm thinking I'm gonna be going maybe more in that direction, but I have been sending out a newsletter so far, and I did want to let you guys know on here if you're interested in this at all. And maybe you're not, maybe you follow me because of the makeup, which is totally fine. And I know I haven't been doing it for a while on here really, but I am gonna probably be shifting more to doing maybe some videos that are in the wellness world. And doesn't mean that I won't be doing anything else with makeup, but that's just not really gonna be probably my main focus right now. But going back to doing the newsletter thing, that is something that I have really wanted to get going, and I've started. And you can email me if you want to be put on my newsletter list. It's hello@petralins.com, and you can just send me an email and I can add you to the newsletter list. And I promise they're not going to be like super salesy sales funnel emails that are kind of the scammy kind of emails that you get. I really just want them to be like a place where I can share things, share my story, share what's going on, give tips and tricks, and it be just kind of a fun little newsletter to read. And trying to keep it like not super long. Like I want to maybe send out one that's like once a month that's a little longer, and then maybe some other little tips and things, you know, throughout the month when you know, maybe like once or twice more during the month. So anyway, so that is where I'm at with that. And once again, here I am not, let's see, where am I at? How's this makeup looking? Okay, now I'm going in with this little Lottie London brush, and I'm gonna go underneath. I'm gonna do this brightish yellow color. I don't know why I felt like yellow underneath, but some fall pumpkin-y kind of colors, I guess. But yeah, if you guys are interested at all in like you know, wellness coaching. I'm also doing free like discovery calls where I can send you, you know, we'll hook up on Zoom, and I'm offering like free half-hour kind of like consultations to kind of figure out what it is that you need, or something that maybe you need help with, or a guide on, or holding yourself accountable for something. I would love it if you reached out and we could schedule something if you wanted to. So, all right, so let's see here. What am I gonna do in the middle here? Should I do something kind of shiny or dark? I don't know. I'm gonna go in with this electric shade, which is kind of this like cool yellowish, it's not glittery, it's like a sheer, but it has like a really fun kind of iridescence to it. So I'm gonna put that on the middle here. Kind of is coming off a little more greenish, but I think that's what it has. It has kind of like that greenish, like, I don't know, tone. It has that greenish tone. It's like a yellowish green, iridescent-y kind of shade. Sadly, I think this palette is getting a little too old. I mean, we all stopped in time when the pandemic hit, and I feel like, well, my palette's still aged, even though all of us, it seemed like we all kind of like blacked out during the pandemic. But because I'm like, really? Has it really been like 2 years since I've been back home? So yeah, that's kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. Kind of keeping it like fall, but I feel like I want a little more brightness to warm it up. So let's see. I'm gonna go in lightly to the shade Edge right here with this. It's a Sigma brush, but the label's worn off. I don't know what Sigma this one is. I'm gonna go up here and kind of warm up the top here. So other than that, other than, you know, this new life adventure, I mean, I am still applying. I will apply to go back to Spain again next year, because I do want to do that as I possibly like grow this business as well. And I loved being in Europe. I know my family's a little sad about me going back. They were kind of bummed about me kind of not coming back sooner. And, you know, I understand. I know with the pandemic, it was, and we're still in the pandemic. It's still, you know, crazy, but I feel like they really wanted me to come home, and I really wanted to come home too. I really did. It was just like the timing. So, okay, so let's see. I'm gonna leave, actually, I think I'm gonna darken underneath just a little bit with some of that Fudge shade to kind of balance out the top here. Let's zoom so you guys can see. I don't know how much I really like the yellow. I kind of want the yellow to be underneath and then have the brownish shade a little more like deepening here, doing that. So I'm not going all the way in. I'm just going about, I don't know, halfway or 3/4 away across, because I want to leave that part there. Well, maybe we'll go in with the greenish shade here to highlight a little bit. So we're gonna go, we'll just put this little bit of sparkle here in the center. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this palette, I haven't used it much since I've been back. I've used it a little, but not much, and I think it's really needing to maybe be thrown away. I don't know. It's so sad. Okay, let's see here. Okay, my camera finally died, so I was just about to curl my eyelashes, and I'm not gonna do much else to this look here, but we're going to just do the lashes. I have not been wearing a lot of fake eyelashes. I feel like they pull my lashes out, and I kind of just like my regular lashes. They don't show up as much on camera, but that's okay. It's fine. But you have to use a curler. Always use the eyelash curler. And then this I'm almost done with. This is my Get Big Lashes Volume Boost. This is by Essie or Essence. Love this mascara. It's actually next to my other favorite, which is the Ride or Die, the voluminous, waterproof voluminous. Yeah, I use the waterproof voluminous, but this one is the other one I have found that's pretty darn good as well. I don't know. This one just really gives a lot of volume and length as well. I really like my lashes to have a lot of volume and to be long and fluffy looking, like more like kind of like fluffier as opposed to like spider webby, but I don't know, like where I look like I only have like 10 lashes or something. But I think this one's pretty much done and out, so I bought another voluminous, so I'm gonna switch back to that one. They don't have that one in Europe. They don't have that one in Spain. So, oh, whoops, here, I'm gonna zoom out just a little. So they don't have that one in Spain, and it's like, oh gosh, I found this one there, and I'm like, okay, well, at least this one's pretty good. I mean, it's not the best one because I love the voluminous, but this one was pretty darn close. So, and they actually do have this one here in the States. So I was like, oh, well, they didn't have that one in Spain, but they have this one here in the States. So good enough. Fake lashes, I don't know. I ain't got time for that. Okay, so I had to look for how I'm gonna finish up this look. I need to do blush and lipstick, and I actually just had got this new MAC lipstick here that is called Del Rio. It's this shade here, and I think it's kind of like a nice brownish burgundy shade that I think will be nice. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm actually gonna use it on my cheeks too, because I really have been into using creams more on my cheeks and my face in general because I have such dry skin. So I find that using more moisturizing things, and lipsticks usually work on my cheeks too, that I'm like, I'm just gonna use this on my cheeks as well. So it kind of makes a cohesive look together. So gonna go in to my cheeks first. And I like this. It looks kind of dark, but then you just kind of like blend it out. And I love this. I love this look. It's like, why? I don't even need to buy blush anymore if I just have like lipstick. I feel like this is something my mom taught me like years ago too, to do. And I know that other beauty guru people out there have done something like this, or they talk about this kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, well, obviously it's like a known, I mean, I think a lot of people know this trick, but I just like it because it's like a different shade than your typical like pinkish or, you know, I don't know, plum shade. It's like kind of matching it with gonna match it with my lipstick, or with my lips too. So you just make sure that like to blend it out pretty good. I have some shadow coming in right now with this side, so it's hard to kind of see this side. So I'm just putting it on really messily like that. Just kind of a messy mess. And then I'm gonna clean it up with this little Linda Hallberg 333 brush. Wow, it's so funny, you guys. I haven't done makeup in so long that it really feels like I have a lot of makeup on right now because I just have been so used to my face without makeup. So it's just so weird to be like, oh, here I am with all this makeup on now. Anyways, that is it. This is the finished look. I don't know, kind of fallish. I don't know, it kind of turned, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, it's a look. It's a look. It's a vibe. So I would love it if you guys let me know if you were interested in what I was doing. Feel free to ask. You can write in the comments below, or you can email me, like I said, at hello@petralins.com. I would be excited for you just to sign up for my newsletter. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you guys still continue to stick around, even though, you know, I'm kind of sporadic in making my videos, but I do totally appreciate that you are here. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. It is, oh, that sounds so weird. Why can't I, blah. Okay.